Welcome back, guys. Indypride here with Milk and Cookies Total War, and you guys clicked on the video, so you probably know what we're going to be doing next for our next head-to-head campaign. It's going to be Rome versus Carthage, the Punic Wars. A lot of you guys asked for this, and at the moment I'm actually with some random-ass German kid. Do you want to maybe introduce yourself?
Hello, I am Madness. Maybe you have heard of me. Maybe you haven't. Some of you probably haven't, because I was pretty inactive for about 2 months. Because first of all, I had some technical problems with my fan dying, and then for some reason patch 7 screwed up the game for me, and I hated it, and I didn't want to play. Then I had some more technical issues with crashes, freezes, blue screens, all that beautiful stuff, and now I managed to fix that, probably. And patch 9 came out, yes, and I think we might have a shot at having some fun in this game again, or at least I have, because Indy has been enjoying it, and I really hope that you will be enjoying this campaign. I am playing as Carthage, was it the Hanunid dynasty? Yeah, the one
I don't
that
know.
gives you a diplomatic buff and makes your troops really expensive. And Indy is playing as the House of Cornelia, the arrogant, peasant-hating people who will get -4 public order from culture.
Yeah, I decided to pick them because I'm going to get the diplomatic bonus from the Hellenic faction. So my plan is to be friends with all the Greeks over there and have them come kill you for myself. So, but one thing it is important to talk about a little bit is we were going to do a Shogun 2 head-to-head campaign. I realized like a lot of you wanted to see like Takeda Uesugi or Mori and Otomo, something like that. But the thing about Shogun 2 head-to-head campaign, while in some ways I think it could be very interesting, at least in the terms of history, like being able to talk about the matchup between Uesugi Kenshin and Takeda Shingen and some of those other things. It would be very interesting from that standpoint, but I think from a gameplay perspective, maybe not so much, because the problem with Shogun 2 is all the clans are very similar for the most part, and early game, it's basically just going to be Yari Ashigaru, Bo Ashigaru spam. You're not going to get very good, unique units, and I feel like that would have hurt the battles a lot, because we'd be using the exact same armies. And a lot of you, in fact, more of you wanted to see Rome versus Carthage head-to-head campaign, so that's what we decided to do. Hopefully we can bring you something that's entertaining and different than what you've seen on other people's channels. We'll just have to see what happens. But I do think this could be a very interesting head-to-head campaign, just looking at the starting positions for both factions and all the different tactics that you could employ. I think it could get very interesting, provided that no one gets bum-rushed and blitzkrieged out of the campaign really early. It could happen, though. I've never actually played this matchup before, so I'm not actually sure.
Well, neither have I, and we've pretty much agreed that it would be bad sportsmanship and bad viewership if we just decided to land a fleet in someone's or next to someone's capital and just take it. So that's not going to be happening. But hopefully we will still be able to have this campaign come to a close, unlike the last one we played, which we might never finish, and we haven't actually talked about that, but
we haven't. I think the interest for the Pontus co-op campaign maybe not that high. If anyone actually really wants us to finish that campaign, feel free to leave it in the comment section. I'm not going to guarantee anything, but if a bunch of people said, oh yeah, it was fantastic, then yeah, we could maybe think about going back in and doing it. But yeah, at the moment, I do think and the head-to-head campaign I think is a much more interesting matchup. I think it makes for much more interesting tactical gameplay. And I still, by the way, we're still going to finish the 50 Bomb and me, Lusitani Gage-July head-to-head campaign. That's still going on, and I'm still going to upload that fairly frequently whenever I manage to get a hold of him and get to play again. So those will go on simultaneously, along with the multiplayer and some Dota 2 content as well. So we're actually going to be uploading a crap load like in the next couple of weeks or so, I believe. So regardless, I think there's going to be plenty of content coming your way, and hopefully you guys enjoy what's going on.
Alright, then we shall proceed to bashing each other's skulls in, hopefully, soon.
Yes, I am in the middle of my turn, and one thing we haven't really figured out yet is whether we're going to have each person record. Like I understand that most of you would probably like to see both of our perspectives, so I think it would make sense to occasionally switch off. I think you'll probably see more of Carthage from this campaign just because I'm uploading multiplayer content and Dota content and stuff, and Madness doesn't have anything on his computer at the moment, so he'll probably do more recording of this head-to-head campaign. But at least occasionally I'll switch over to my side, and you'll be able to see the campaign from my perspective as well. I think that's probably the best way of doing things.
Yep. So, you know, in the big battles that maybe I will be fighting at some point, and you can see Indy filming it, because I'm going to be focusing on doing my actual micromanagement, and he can probably do a better job in that case of giving you some nice epic camera work and good cinematic value, and probably some mean commentary as well, considering
of course
I'm gonna mess up, because Lord knows I've been messing up in campaign. When I just think about my performance as Pontus in some of the, for instance, some of the siege battles we did.
I don't remember like anything from that campaign, if I'm completely honest.
Wow.
I really don't. Like it,
You're a
like
terrible
it was so
person.
long ago. It was so long ago. Like I don't know. It just isn't ringing a bell.
Granted, you didn't have to rewatch all of it to
That's true.
do the editing, so chances are it just slipped by you.
Hey, sweet.
What's sweet?
Non-aggression pact with the Iridia.
Are you already
and
planning
trade.
randomize?
Woohoo! Good stuff. This is already so much different than the Lusitani head-to-head campaign. I actually get to trade with people.
Because you're powerful enough that people want to trade with you. Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
So it would be really cool if I could start doing stuff.
No. Always gotta
Sometime
build up, bro.
within the next couple hours.
Nope. Not gonna happen, sorry.
Oops, okay. That's too bad. Oh yeah, by the way, do you think having a fleet is actually a benefit at this point? Because it didn't used to be.
I very much like to break up my ships at the start and send one just circling the Mediterranean and eventually up to England or the UK to do some scouting and just find out what other factions are up to and get trade if I can. I don't usually... if you're Carthage, naval power is important. Like, historically in the Punic Wars,
Yeah,
it was very important for them.
I'm just thinking of what the game used to play like a few patches back when I tried my Carthage Legendary campaign, which, by the way, utterly failed, to those of you who might be wondering, and I'm not gonna try again anytime soon. But it doesn't seem to, or it didn't back then, seem to give you an edge when you recruited a fleet instead of just sending your army overseas and having your army auto-resolve stuff. I don't know if they changed that in any way. So my public order +4. Guess I'll do that. Or maybe I shouldn't. Oh yeah, I need to do something about this.
The start of the campaigns are always kind of
Slow, I know.
well, they're slow, but it's also like it's if you don't play campaigns a lot, which I don't. I've started maybe five campaigns total on Rome 2, and if you haven't played that faction before, like figuring out like the build order and like what you need to do right at the start always isn't the easiest thing, because like especially in a head-to-head campaign, if you don't build the right stuff and build the right armies in the right places at the start of the campaign, like you can get run over pretty easily.
I give you greeting and my attention for the next few minutes. Make your case, but without a lawyer's...
Huh. Yeah, I don't seem to be quite popular.
Trade not working for you?
Well, everybody's either in red, or it's impossible to trade, or something. Let's try you guys.
Speak, my friend,
Is
and
my
burden
chances
yourself of diplomacy,
low? I'm
and
just gonna
let
try.
us
Aww,
the god.
I hate you. Okay, maybe these guys will
Sit,
work for me.
friend, and let us talk. And let us have
So in
good
terms of
fire
house
so we can
rules of
talk
what
no
like
more.
we're gonna enforce early on, besides the fact that I'm not gonna untoggle formation attack because we both decided that it maybe wouldn't be super balanced if I could disable it. Because for those who don't know, even on patch 9, when you take off formation attack, your killing power is increased for sure on Roman Sword still. So I'm not gonna end up disabling formation attack at any point during this campaign. But other than that, can you think of any house rules that we might want to enforce?
Well, the only thing aside from that would be the thing we mentioned before with not headshotting the capital of the other player. But that's about it. I think we don't need anything beyond that. If we do find out about it, then we can just adjust on the fly. Can you recruit people?
Yeah, what he means by that is just not being allowed to actually go like I can't go straight to Carthage and capture that and go past like 3 of his army stacks. If they're in other settlements, I have to take those
the
settlements
winning.
first.
It's because of the winning condition being what
That
they
you
are.
win if you just take the capital, yeah.
Yeah. So
Which I don't really agree with. I don't think that's the best.
yeah, I think it would be pretty boring to do that. So if you, I don't know, if you were to say take Corrales and then Lilibaeum and then Carthage, I would probably have enough time to do whatever I could. And if you won that way, it would be okay. Even though you wouldn't be beating me in Iberia. And I guess, do I have any more armies? Yeah, just one though. Which also sucks. Well, I need some recruitment options. ASAP. No, no. Go there. Oh well. Oh! I control an entire province? Where? Oh, I see. So my allies count now. Is that true?
I think that was always the case.
I
I
don't think they used to,
believe.
but
At least
I'm
with
not sure.
satrapies, I thought it was.
Where did I do this? Here. Okay, so... Oh yeah, and I haven't played the game in 2 months, essentially, so please forgive me for not being up to date and stuff. I'm just hoping that patch 9 will resolve the issues. And since I heard replays work now, I might actually consider doing some multiplayer footage. Maybe with Indy together, if nothing else.
I think we can do that for sure.
And yeah, I mean, generally we should probably start playing multiplayer again at some point.
For those who have played on patch 9 so far, what do you guys think about it? Overall, I'm pretty happy with some of the changes, honestly. Like, overall there are some issues, but the balance in general seems just so much better than it's been in the past. Like, I think the price changes for the most part were pretty good. I think the rebalancing of some of the units, such as giving like Wodenaz Spears a fear aura and some of that stuff, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Changes things up. Although, was it Wodenaz Spears or Night Hunters?
It was Night Hunters, I believe, actually. Yeah, Wodenaz Spears have the expert charge defense, which I will probably end up doing a test video on that, because I think that's a ability that I don't know if anyone's actually talked about much
Yeah.
on Rome 2.
I mean, Zeript has been talking a lot about bracing, but that's
Yeah.
basically... Well, it is a whole new ability, which has some implications, and I mean, it might just be something like buffed up bracing, but who knows what it is. Yeah, I think it's reasonable to want to test that. Maybe we can do this later on.
Where's my spy? There it is.
He's hiding.
Being sneaky. I think I'm just gonna fight.
Really? Are you taking Velathri?
Yes, I'm gonna try. So,
Show me.
okay, I guess that we can think about house rules now. For the first couple settlements, are we still gonna fight those?
Well, you said you would play the first battle of every campaign?
No,
So,
no,
we
no.
could do
I
that?
mean, I'm always gonna play it. I mean, are you gonna take control of the AI?
Well, it depends. I mean, if I think I can change the outcome of the battle, probably yes. If not, then I won't. But it's, you know, better for the sake of viewership. Because it's not, like, guaranteed that you win the battle.
Alrighty.
Well, I'm gonna need to take a look
No.
at the odds.
Well, the odds are in their favor, of course, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna win.
Oh, it doesn't show being... Or I might just film this one. They have a lot of bad units.
Certainly, when we get to like real battles where like it's full stack versus full stack, we're gonna be starting to take over the AI, and in siege battles especially when they're attacking, because AI even on patch 9 I don't believe can really handle attacking in a siege battle.
Yeah.
But I think it'll just go by a case-by-case basis whether we actually take over the AI or not. But throughout the campaign, I think it'll be more interesting the more battles that we play as AI. But I think it maybe at the start, it's your call, but it doesn't necessarily have to take over the AI, because it would be kind of retarded if I lost my first battle and just like, oh, well, I don't have any stacks anymore, GG. But again, it's your call.
I'll do you the favor and spectate this one.
The Serpents of Chucha!
Chulcha.
Oh wait, is this a walled settlement?
I don't think it is.
Thank God. Oh my God. If that had been a walled settlement, I would have cried. I mean, I would have lost. Like,
Probably. I mean,
I didn't even pay attention.
the torch throwing thing still works to some degree, which it shouldn't. It should be completely impossible, as far as I'm
Oh,
concerned.
you
But-
get butchered at the walls.
Yeah,
though.
you do get butchered. But I mean, in that case, you know, you might as well not put it in. But yeah, that's just me. Disable that, and then we shall look at these guys here, who are hopefully going to die painfully now.
Shh, madness. Come on now, don't say that.
They're my enemies. I want them to cry and run away and never come back.
It's an interesting looking settlement. I've actually never seen this. I've played this battle before at Philathri, and I don't think it looked like this.
I did this. Yeah, I've also done this one, and I think it did look quite different. Maybe they didn't they introduce new settlements at some point?
They might have. I'm
This
not sure.
might have been one of them, because I don't think it looks familiar to me. What's this? Oh yeah, did this happen from
Did what happen?
being under siege? Well, I'm looking at a burning building that's like half crumbled.
I'm sure that's what it's from.
Although, how long did you stand in front of that settlement? One turn, or did you just attack?
I just attacked.
Huh, that's interesting. So that probably needs to be figured
Our
out.
general is under attack.
Come on, Jen, get him.
Do not help the wounded!
I don't know if this is actually a good idea or not. I think it is. Alright, pull away, pull away, pull away. Don't get caught by Cav. Run! Oh my God, run. Oh, they felt very sticky right there. Holy crap.
That might have been changed too, although I didn't read anything about it, or hear anything about it. Whoops. I need to press N again. Sorry guys, I'm slightly rusty, including the camera work department. That's gonna be fine. Gonna figure it out again. That's some nice blowing you do there.
Thanks. Well, I'm not going into my engagement yet. I'm gonna let my jabs do some damage, because I think they'll be able to.
Whoops. Come on. Stupid thing is in the way.
I think they're doing some worse blobbing, and it's gonna get real bloody for them real fast. Whoops, what? Good.
I hit insert because I was hoping I could insert into one of the units nearby, and it gave me a general instead.
Yeah, I think it'll always do that.
Yeah. I had hoped they had changed that, but apparently not.
I think in the scheme of things, it's a pretty low down on the list.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of annoying. I
Get
mean,
'em,
like
Jax.
replays. Most people probably don't care about replays.
Well, they fixed them.
Yeah, like 4 months after release.
I'm not saying it's acceptable. It's not. It's not at all. But they actually listened to the community on some things here, which I think is always a good step forward. And they actually addressed multiplayer balance as well.
Yep.
Which they didn't have to do, and they did. So that made me very happy. Of course, the biggest change in patch 9 was nerfing the elephants and chariots.
Yeah.
That was
I
huge.
mean, that was basically just undoing the damage done by patch 7. Which was, you know, half of what took me off playing the game, because I was kind of expecting some more improvements. And after patch 3, no patch really managed to do that, for me at least. Short of patch 9, of course, which made me go back into the game again, so good job CA on this one, and I hope it continues like this. Because, I mean, I realized Shogun 2 had major problems, especially in multiplayer, for a long time. And I still ended up loving that game, so...
Oh yeah, because it took them like 5 or 6 months, maybe even longer, to fix replays on Shogun 2 as well.
With the difference being that classic battles were never broken, and you know, the avatar mode started off being fine, and some later patch actually broke it, so it was slightly different. Like, broken replays on launch was a first for me.
Yeah. Almost done. Alright, I'm gonna go now. These jabs are just OP now, man. They're crazy.
I
They're
like
absolutely
that.
insane.
I mean, they don't have a lot of ammo, they're supposed to be really strong. And to kill people for, like, punish them for standing still. Like
The
before.
epic blob.
Good.
The game looks so good when the sun isn't out. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that the shading and everything like gets so much better when
It's more gritty looking? So to
gritty
speak?
and realistic? Yeah, like you can see it in the Tyler's vs. Gate replay that I uploaded today. Like, oh, there were more guys. I didn't see them. Holy crap!
Oh my, that's an epic blob. Oh yeah.
I didn't realize there were so many more.
Hitting K should turn off my cursor, I think that would be cool. Oh well.
I kind of stopped paying
Ow.
attention. And then I saw that there were many more guys. I don't think I should have trouble winning this melee engagement, but
We'll see. They do get a bonus. Or at least I think they should get a bonus.
I have a bonus for infantry. Yeah.
No, I mean your enemies should get a bonus because they're AI controlled. Now I don't know how this works. If maybe they lose that bonus when I am given the option of playing as them, but that would be kind of silly, honestly. Because in that case, I'd be forced to play as them in order to get anything out of this in terms of, you know, costs versus benefits. I mean, and I like the hand-to-hand combat here, but this is taking a bit longer than I expected.
Yeah. They made battles fight or take a lot longer for sure.
Envelop them. But yeah, they nerfed the damage on a lot of units. Especially, of course, on pikes. But I still expected like the low tier units to just or maybe not insta-route, but mass route at some point. They haven't so far. Then again, that's probably pretty good for me, considering my basic units are really crappy. Like Carthaginian, what are they called? Libyan hoplites?
Libyan hoplites, I believe.
They're not very good. Like when I played my Carthage campaign, what they did was insta-route against like first tier enemy units of the AI. Game paused? Oh,
I won! How was the camera work there, buddy?
you're a genius. Well, the camera work was normal. I zoomed in on the blob, and
Yes, yes. I'm glad you caught that.
I did such a great job of that. I am the best ever.
Oh, well, I had 40 friendly fire kills. That's pretty good.
949 kills. They had
I'm winning the campaign, guys.
more losses though. How do you know you had that much friendly fire?
Because I saw 160 kills by the Etruscan League, and I had like 250
Oh, yeah, you're right.
losses.
I'm
or so.
silly. 44 friendly fire. Yep. And my campaign map camera thing is still not fixed. Okay. Well, whatever.
Epic slow-mo blood spurting.
A minor problem. Yeah, I can't see it, unfortunately.
Yeah, because it's under fog of war for you, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good start for me, at least.